in Syracuse program history, ready to go. And so are we. Both Syracuse and SMU are underway. Syracuse in their home orange and blue up against SMU in blue and red. It's the first time SMU has played in New York. And Syracuse, first time they've played a team from Texas. There's a lot of firsts going on tonight. And it is fair to say the weather has turned very much towards a central New York autumn. 60 degrees, thankfully no rain for now. And for SMU, who started the season ranked in the top 5, were 5th in the preseason rankings, have been out of it since the second week, and now in the top 25. And the head coach, Kevin Hudson, in his 11th season at the helm of the Mustangs, his 19th overall season on the coaching staff. He's the 4th head coach in program history and has led this SMU squad to great heights and has been very consistent at that as well. Syracuse on the attack here. Can Fortier get there? Martin Dominguez got there first. Syracuse pressing high early, Maggie.
A dangerous look from Syracuse, just slotting this ball in behind the defenders, cheeky through the feet of the SMU defender, and goalkeeper for SMU doing well off his line to come and grab that.
And Bright Nucci there was the one who flicked it in behind. Expected big things from him this season after his transfer from Grand Canyon. And the Ghanaians still yet to find that first goal in orange. And it's an attacking line that for Syracuse hasn't been as consistent as Coach McIntyre would have wanted going into the year.
You look at their last few games, and that game against Boston College really could have gone either way, but a great finish at the end of the 90 minutes. But Syracuse needing to be more clinical in their finishes, put balls away when they have the opportunity.
Jonah Leibold there, you see wearing the captain's armband, got the assist for Bryson Rodriguez's incredible header against Boston College. Another SMU throw on the far side. These are two teams, like you mentioned, Maggie, in our open, that coming in with a bit of confidence. SMU 2 straight wins, which included that 4-0 win against Cal, and SMU was supposed to play earlier this week against UTRGV, but that game was cancelled, and something that Coach Hudson said was definitely a bit of a blessing. Into the box goes Jalen Mitchell. Looking to twist away from Fortier, and Mitchell loses the ball this time to Omese. He tries to hit. There's Escorcia. Him and Fortier tangle, and it will end up being a free kick for the Orange.
This has the potential to be a very physical game, both sides with lots of yellow cards this season. Could be a chippy one.
Means a lot to both sets of players and both coaches for sure. And with both coaches facing off for the first time, as Coach McIntyre told us, that doesn't change much when it comes to preparation, going up against a brand new team. Coach Hudson said the same. We just stick to our plan. That'll be an SMU throw on the near side.
And SMU's game plan is possession, possession, possession. That is how Coach Hudson has coached his team. They just pass the ball around. They make the other team play on their own tempo. A very possession-dominant, pass-heavy team.
Come on, Bryson. Come on, you've got to start to go. You've got to go.
Landsberg decides to reset. An SMU backline has also been excellent last 2 weeks. Those 2 wins came against number 21 Notre Dame and Cal, like we've mentioned, and that defensive rigidity is certainly important going into this season, considering SMU conceded 28 goals last season. That was the most in the ACC, compared to just 9 so far this year. The lads Landsberg on the near side. The Danish international has played every single minute bar 5 for SMU this season at left back. junior who transferred from Wofford. Here is Slade Starnes, the captain for SMU, one of 3. Flicked on by 48. Here's Nucci, sliding challenge. This time from Enzo Pinozzo, and ends up going all the way back to the Orange. Through the first 5 minutes of this one, it feels as if both teams still feeling each other out. Who's going to bite first is, I think, the question we should be asking at the moment.
Absolutely. Both teams attempting to maintain possession and build their own rhythm and tempo, but it's everyone's game right now. No one here is standing out.
There's Leibold's cross, drops to the back post. Omese was waiting for it. He battles against Mitchell, and it ends up being a Syracuse throw. That's going to be an interesting battle all night long, I'm sure.
Looks like there were maybe some hands extended on that push there.
And both on the ACC preseason watch list, Omese and Mitchell, nominated by their head coaches, and rightfully so. Both have had excellent seasons so far. Nathan Scott on the layoff from Fortier. Required an intervention from Pinozzo.
Pinozzo doing well from point blank to head that one away. There was no other option here. He really saved Martin Dominguez from a rocket of a shot.
Nathan Scott has really enjoyed the month of October in past seasons. Scored against Pitt last year, who at the time were the number 3 team in the country.
This top of the box, Nathan Scott, unmarked by the SMU defenders. No communication there. Martin Dominguez, no doubt, upset that he was unmarked at the top of the 18.
And Martin Dominguez, who transferred last season from Oregon State and came into the season injured and has been working his way back to full fitness. And head coach Kevin Hudson said that he's won that job back deservedly and has played the last 4 games and really has been excellent, as an 83 save percentage, 2 clean sheets in that time as well. And also just someone who has lots of personality as well, as Slade Starnes has stayed down here for SMU. He's back to his feet, is the SMU captain. He is a Dallas native who, like you mentioned, Maggie, transferred from Furman and returned home and play his final season of collegiate soccer with the SMU Mustangs.
Impressive with Slade Starnes. He was voted captain before he even played in a game, which speaks volumes to both his soccer ability and his personal character.
That will be a free kick for Syracuse. And Slade Starnes was one of many SMU players to have gone through the FC Dallas Academy, who played for North Texas SC, which is the MLS Next Pro team for FC Dallas. One of the best academies in the nation, and an incredible feeder team for this SMU Mustangs team. And really a testament to the success of both programs. And Syracuse too have their MLS connections, mostly from over the border in Toronto. Likes of Christian Fortier, Quentin Christie as well on that list. Jimray Omese most notably as well, all coming from the Toronto FC Academy. There's Jalen Mitchell driving into midfield. There's Salvo, gets it to the right-hand side. Driving inside. Milton Pimentel, and now it's Milton Lopez. Lopez. Brunea still going, plays it across goal and flicked on by Emmanuel. And just wide of the right-hand post.
That SMU buildup is what they do so well. And Brunet is the focal piece of this midfield, connecting the defense to the back line, so close to the back post of the Syracuse goal right there.
Inches away. The flick on from Mukisa Emmanuel. The Ugandan international nearly found his 6th goal of the season there at the back post. Ernest Menster Jr. and Emmanuel collide there. Already 3 fouls for SMU. 48 plays quickly. Menster Jr. plays it long. Slade Starnes with the header over Nutornucci. Here's Mitchell. Sliding effort from Omese, and this time the Syracuse defenders penalized.
We saw it there from Slade Starnes. He's what I'd like to call the air traffic controller for this SMU team. He is winning every ball out of the air. He stands at 6'3". Nothing is getting past him, which is exactly what you want for a center defender in this 3-back system.
Well, his head coach said that he's just dominant in the air, but also he's just a great footballer in general. Great with his feet, so calm and composed as well, and just what you need from your captain at center back, especially in a 3-at-the-back formation playing that central role. Scott looked to return it to Mensa Jr. A few missed passes from both teams early on. It is a little bit cold out there, I will say, but I think a few nerves from both.
Feels a bit frenzied from both sides, both trying to set their rhythm and settle into the game.
Nutornucci gives chase. Good idea from Landsberg. And shoulder in the back by Emmanuel, and that will be a free kick for Syracuse. And look, for a second the referee was going to look to give a yellow card, but decides to keep it in his pocket.
It's a heavy touch from Tim Brodaric, but an unnecessary foul there from SMU.
But it's the physicality, though, that we expected from a game like this. Long swooping switch was intended for Leibold, and here is the German. SMU sitting patiently. Mensa Jr. swooping cross to the back post, headed away, but only as far as DaCosta. Now Leibold, Rodriguez, sent away again. DaCosta. Here comes Syracuse down the left-hand side again. And that's a foul from Bryson Rodriguez on Enzo Pinozo.
From Bryson Rodriguez, that just needs to be a better touch. That cheeky back heel is not going to work in a game like this. In big moments, you really need to put your head down and focus on that final pass. Nothing too smart, you know? Just play the pass that you see, play to feet, nothing too cheeky.
Martin Dominguez sends his team forward, and a chance for SMU to clear their lines. And just over 13 minutes gone and here at SC Soccer Stadium. Maggie, what have you seen from both teams that's impressed you?
This last bit from Syracuse appeared to put SMU on their heels, and they were forcing some clearances that were pretty poor and things that we haven't seen in other SMU games. So if Syracuse can focus on building tempo and possession in the attacking third of SMU, I think they will be successful there.
Brodaric surveys the field. Brodaric hails from Dusseldorf in Germany. He's 25 years old, and fun fact, that is the limit to play in the NCAA.
Are you calling 25 old, Nicholas?
No, not at all. Here's Mensa Jr. Mensa Jr. has a go. And that will sail up and over and towards South Campus.
Mensa Jr. off balance, it appears, and just leaning back, unable to get his chest over the ball, so it skies it up and over the net. I mean, he just leans back, and if he puts his center of gravity lower and leans his head and chest over the ball, that's going. And it's a save for Martin Dominguez, potentially, but just leans over and skies it.
Our ACC network camera operator up there could have maybe jumped up and caught it. Darius comes out to retrieve, but SMU have it. Mitchell up against Omese again. Nice switch to the right-hand side of Penozo.
You're hearing Coach Mack there yelling, no foul, as his player is grabbing on the jersey of SMU. It seems like both teams are going to do whatever they can to slide under the radar with a physical game.
And for a Syracuse team that started the season in disappointing fashion, it is a young team. There are plenty of freshmen that come in and have made big impacts, transfers as well. Rodriguez dragged down by Penozo, and that will be a free kick. But a Syracuse team that started relatively poorly in terms of the expectations for a Coach McIntyre team. Losses to Duquesne, drawing to New Haven, lost to UConn on the opening day. But last 3 weeks or so, they've looked really positive, especially going forward.
It feels like they've gotten their feet underneath them and built a culture on this team where they understand the type of play they want to have and understand how to have each other's backs in those tough moments and see out games for the full 90 minutes.
Yeah, Coach Mack said on the 3 wins, we thought we were a pretty good team even before that, but it came down to those little moments and that extra physicality, that extra work ethic that has really put them over the edge. And Ernest Mensah Jr. lofts it and well out of play. And disappointing set piece in the end for the Xavier transfer.
That's a shame. That was a dangerous spot for a free kick. You try to put that ball in between the 18 and the 6-yard box, have your attackers run onto it in the air. Could have been a dangerous look for Syracuse.
An SMU are a team that like to play short from the goal kick. But Syracuse know this and look to keep 2 attackers right at the edge of the box, but Dominguez sends his team forward. Nate Scott wins it in midfield. Look to play Rodriguez on the left-hand side. It was nicely cut out by Penozo. Fortier wins it. He gives it right back to the Mustangs. Anyone could come up with it. It was nearly 2 against 1 there for SMU. But Darge had to get it right.
A bit of pinball there from both sides, both looking to play the short passes for possession, but both with quick giveaways. Neither team able to wrap it up and build their tempo.
Nice diagonal switch. Emmanuel will chase. And that will just be a little bit too heavy this time. We're at that point of the year where RPI is going to filter into the conversation when it comes to not just the ACC tournament, but also the NCAA tournament. SMU 13th in the RPI, Syracuse 64th. Syracuse the 12th best RPI in the ACC. SMU in the top 13. I mean, it shows what kind of a schedule, because both these teams have very similar records. But an SMU team that has a few ranked wins under its belt, that really helps.
No doubt speaks to the strength of the ACC as well. All these conference games, many of them top 10 matchups. Just, it's a challenging conference to play in, and there's no easy games, ever.
So SMU is still yet to lose in the ACC this season. And Syracuse, 2 losses. First to Stanford on the opening weekend, and then on the road against Duke. Both were ranked at the time. Stanford, of course, the #1 team in the country this week. Nicely won by Mensah Jr. Away from Escorcia. One goal over the top. Nucci was free in behind, but it was nicely won by Landsberg. Syracuse throw on the near side. To point out as well that there have been 6 different teams that have been ranked #1 in the United Soccer Coaches poll. I mean, it's the first time that's ever happened in the first 7 weeks. There's only 2 seasons where there have been at least 7 different #1s, and we've still got a month to go.
It really feels like it's anyone's game. College men's soccer looking very challenging across the board in all conferences.
And the ACC, of course, dominant. Have the most teams ranked in the top 25, and that's on a regular basis as well. Currently 5 teams are ranked, but with Vermont winning last year, who are ranked number 2 and still undefeated, it feels like anyone like a Vermont, like a Portland, like a High Point can really make a run. And any ACC team as well, you feel, are in that conversation too, no matter where they are. Played in behind Mitchell, and the tackle had to be on point from Holman. Garrett Holman certainly maybe the pick of the bunch so far this season in terms of this Syracuse team and the back line. He's been excellent.
Such a clean tackle too, just comes in with pace, gets his legs out from underneath him and takes that one away, but no foul on the play, quite impressive.
Landsberg sprinting away, cross to the back post, it was over the head of Emmanuel. And going into the half, down in South Florida, Syracuse women's soccer against Miami. It is 0-0 down there at the moment. Both teams looking for their first win in the ACC this season. Syracuse were also close to getting a second draw of the campaign against Clemson last time out. 8 shots for Syracuse compared to Miami's 0, which is certainly exciting from a Syracuse perspective. Just haven't been able to find the back of the net. Keep you updated on that one as the night progresses. Nicely won by Mensah Jr. Mensah Jr. lofts it high. Slade Starnes wins the header, but it finds Nutornucci. Can he play Rodriguez in behind? Bryson Rodriguez, he loses out this time. Slade Starnes with a crucial intervention, but it will be the first corner of the night for the Orange.
Bryson Rodriguez just chopping it up from Slade Starnes, who's unable to keep his feet and sliding this ball out for a corner. He does well to defend, but Syracuse looking dangerous on the quick attack.
Bryson Rodriguez has provided a little bit of flair to this Syracuse team. Was working his way into the side throughout the season, and in just his second start for the Orange, and just his 3rd appearance, has really provided something a little bit extra for the Orange. Mensah Jr.'s corner to the near post, flicked high by Rodriguez. Dominguez forced to punch. It will go out of play. It'll be a second corner kick.
Interesting corner here from Syracuse, almost a line drive straight down the middle. Bryson Rodriguez flicking it up, and then Dominguez with a punch, but it's not clean. Comes off the back of his glove for another Syracuse corner.
And it's absolutely crowded in there.
As a goalkeeper, you hate that. There is absolutely nothing Dominguez can do other than attempt to hold down his airspace with his hands.
Looks like Chick-fil-A on a Saturday night. I know from experience.
We see a lot of teams stacking the box like this. It makes it incredibly difficult for the goalkeeper, and usually it's just a line drive down. You try to confuse the goalie, screen him off so he can't see. Kind of what happened here, but unfortunately for Syracuse, hit the side netting.
And Bryson Rodriguez there at the near post, tried to flick it on, but it ends up in the side netting.
You can tell Syracuse have been working on their corner kicks in training, trying anything to use these free kicks as a goal-scoring opportunity.
And once again, Dominguez will tell his team to go long. Who will win the foot race? It was Landsberg this time. Here comes Penoza. Escorcia to play it in behind to Clanton Pimentel. He wins it back. Here come SMU. Holman looks to get goal side, gets the cross in. Darich had to get there first because Clayton Pimentel was waiting. Here comes Syracuse. Nutornucci. Pass wasn't intended. The Costa comes charging in. SMU can reset. Switch to Mitchell.
SMU, usually such a deliberate team with their build-up, playing it through the midfield, finding feet in the back. They look a little frenzied, a little rushed, and this Syracuse offense really pushing a high press on them, making them play the ball probably quicker than they'd like to.
Carlos Zambrano is getting ready for Syracuse down below us. Emmanuel over the top. Can he get the touch? Thomas Hart will calmly collect, but Emmanuel, if he got the touch here, he would have had a one-on-one with Thomas Hart.
A breakdown in the Syracuse defense, just no communication to mark him on the back line. That needs to be tighter from the starting with the Syracuse goalkeeper. Tomas Hutt needs to be telling his center backs drop in and mark up.
And Mukisa Emmanuel, the Ugandan forward, has been excellent for SMU this season. 5 goals already. Transferred from Eastern Florida College. And last season he led the Titans to 10 goals and 6 assists in just 19 games. And he scored his first 2 goals earlier in the season against Oral Roberts, and he's really not looked back. Utonucci. Here's Leibold. Still Jonah Leibold. Looks to get the cross in. Nicely blocked this time by Clanton Pimento. And SMU can sprint away in the counter-attack. Here come the Mustangs. And Pimento this time, his touch was a little bit too heavy. Nate Scott. Here comes the Costa. Utonucci. Bright Utonucci still. And SMU can force the throw. And both teams getting closer and closer to the opposing boxes. And you feel a goal could be coming very shortly. 2 subs coming for Syracuse and SMU. Stefan Sagamonian is one of those to enter, as well as Luis Flores. Sagamonian, who had 3 goals against Cal, as well off the bench. I mean, he's only had 1 start this season as Sagamonian. I mean,
Number 30, Stefan.
There are 4 SMU attackers that really have made a difference this season. And
Along with Luis Flores.
head coach Kevin Hudson said that he sat them all down preseason, was like, hey, I've only got 2 spots for you on this team. We'll try and get you as many minutes as possible, but it's not going to be easy. But every time each one has been called upon, they've made a difference.
And what a great problem to have. You have too deep of a bench and too many talented players to put all on the field at once. It's a great issue for SMU, and it really keeps the legs fresh on their attack.
And Landon Darko and Carlos Zambrano, the 2 that came in for Syracuse. Be a throw in for the Mustangs on the far side. Just under 17 to go in the first half. Nicholas Whaley and Maggie Robinson with you here in Central New York for what is a very interesting encounter between Syracuse and SMU. Here is Sagamonian. He's got Flores in the middle. It's over his head. Mitchell lays it off and fired in by Charles Emil Brena this time. And just drags it wide. And Bruna, excuse me.
Again, unmarked top of the box. Syracuse defenders needing to be better at staying closer to their man. But SMU doing very well on these crosses. That's where they've looked so dangerous in previous games. They get the ball down the flanks from their outside mids, and then their center forwards just making decisive runs and being able to find the gaps in the defensive line.
Charles Emile Brunet, transferred from Central Arkansas from just about 4 hours away in Montreal. Big opportunity, probably the best for SMU so far. Mitchell look to get it past Omese. Those 2 going at it. Omese looks to get away and does so. He's got Zambrano next to him. Looked to play it to him, but it was nicely cut out by Salvo. Fortier and Brunet battle it out. The referee says play on. Flores. That one's lofted towards the penalty area and comfortable for Hutt.
I want to point out, though, Hutt does well here to come very far off his line to win that with ease. If he'd stayed back, that could have been a very chippy ball left to his center defenders.
He's a goalkeeper playing with confidence. 3 straight clean sheets for the first time in his collegiate career. Syracuse have the second most clean sheets in the ACC, tied with UVA, UNC, and Duke. And UNC is very far ahead in that category with 9. And SMU have only had 3 this season, which is bottom 5 in the ACC this season. And to be fair, they've only conceded 9 goals.
The box score doesn't always say everything when it comes to these SMU games. 2 1-1 ties over very dominant teams. And they've stayed in it for a very long time, but just never finding that final shot to put them over.
Like Coach Kevin Hudson said that Cal was the most clinical game of the season so far, and scoring 4 goals for the first time this year definitely makes a difference. And that'll be a free kick for SMU in their own territory. And then Darko this time penalized. Kevin Hudson has been with SMU since 2007. He was associate head coach from 2007 to 2014 before taking the head coaching job from Tim McClements, and has led the Mustangs to the Elite 8 in the NCAA tournament 3 times in his tenure on the SMU coaching staff. Aspirations of making it to the College Cup for the first time since 2005, certainly at the top of that list. Ooh, and that will be a free kick for SMU. In a very promising position here with 2 subs getting ready for the Mustangs.
Syracuse showing their frustration on the ball, just lashing out, arms extended there. You can't do that. You can't grab a jersey. So good call by the referees, but Syracuse need to be more disciplined on their foul count. It's tied here 5-5 in a back and forth duel.
Landon Hickman,
Landon Hickman, Noah Irvin, and Matthias Dick have entered the fray
Matthias Dick
for the final 12 or so minutes. And Charles Emile Brunet stands over the free kick for SMU. Certainly got a bit of size, does SMU. We got entire back line forward. That one's looped in. Hutt comes to punch and does so effectively. Chasing to the near side. Dick wins it and will reset. Landsberg lofted to the right-hand side. Leibold will clear out of play. SMU throw, but the Mustangs getting closer and closer to the Syracuse box.
That's a dangerous look by Brunet, who just lofts the ball up. Thomas Hutt doing well to come out and clear that. Would have loved to see a little more oomph on that ball, kind of trickled out of the 18-yard box, but holding down the airspace, doing well to claim that ball.
Enzo Pinozzo with the long throw. Both him and Lucasa Emmanuel have that capability. It will be the Rock Island, Illinois native. Towards the near post, and the header flicked on. Hutt collects and collapses.
That ball might have been a little damp. Looks like it came off his hands a little shorter than anticipated, but long throws are dangerous. It's effectively a second set piece for any team who can pull them off.
Syracuse themselves have a long throw specialist in Gavin Wigg. See if he will be called upon momentarily. 5 substitutions getting ready for Syracuse for the final 10 minutes. Coach McIntyre looking for a little bit of a change.
This first half feeling very back and forth. Neither team taking full possession, but a great look by SMU.
Dick's cross to the top of the area, cleared away. Scott comes up with it. Zambrano looks to battle with Pinozzo. Syracuse win it on the far side. Leibold looked to play it back out to the wing, but SMU have it. Now Fortier looks to come to the near side. Chased ferociously by Sagramonian, and that will be a free kick for Syracuse. Here come the changes for Syracuse, and that was a little bit of a tough foul by the sophomore.
And this is the benefit of having 4 interchangeable strikers. You can get fresh legs on the pitch at all times. And Sagramonian coming in a little hot on that tackle, but looking very amped up in the end of this first half.
And those 5 changes for Syracuse. Gavin Wigg comes in. Ivan Iraman Bambazi, as well as Tim Noding, has come into the game. Michael Aqua as well into the fray.
Number 12, Gavin Wigg. Number 20, Tim Noding. Number 24,
Just about 9 minutes left in this first half. Coach McIntyre looking for a boost of energy from his side. And they win a free kick.
All in the game for the Orange.
Enzo Pinozo this time with the foul.
Enzo Pinozo, a very versatile player for this SMU team. He actually came in to play striker multiple times last season and has played both right and left back in this defensive line.
It was a walk-on in the spring of 2023 and has become a mainstay for head coach Kevin Hudson.
Noah, the 27, tight. There it is.
Zambrano with the free kick. At the back post was Brodaric. Couldn't get the height on it, and it will go out of play. Will be just a goal kick.
I know Brodaric wants that one back. He's unmarked, finds space on this back line, does well to get himself away from SMU defenders, but just unable to corral it with his head, and it goes wide of the post.
Brodaric with 1 goal this season for Syracuse. That came in the second game of the season against Loyola. That also from a set piece. Syracuse throw on the far side. Is there a goal in the final 7.5 minutes of this first half for either team? Could go a long way going into the break to set up the second half. That will be a foul and a free kick for SMU. Garrett Holman came charging in, and they're too aggressive this time on Luis Flores.
Just coming up over the back of Luis Flores, almost using him to push off on his shoulders. A set piece for SMU that they'll like to go short.
Pinozo, Brunet, Sagramonian plays it in behind. Played across goal. No SMU player in sight, though, at the back post. It was a great ball in from Noah Irvin.
And that is what SMU does best. They are a very creative team. They have no one look for offense. They trust their outside midfielders to really cut across the outside and slot balls in top of the box. No one on the receiving end of that, though.
It was a cross that was just begging for a blue and red shirt to be on the end of it. SMU have been the better team in the last 10 minutes, looking to take some sort of lead into the break. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Referee plays the advantage. Landsberg cleared by Aqua, who's playing more of a right wing-back position at the moment. Normally a centre forward. Pinozo driving in and having a go. Dragged it a little bit too wide on this occasion.
We've seen multiple balls from SMU where they're trying to break the back line of Syracuse by playing in between the center back and the outside back. Syracuse doing well to step in and cover that space, but dangerous looks from SMU multiple times in a row in that sequence.
haven't seen you guys move up and down once.
And we're keeping an eye on things across the ACC. Plenty of action tonight. Wake Forest with a 2-1 win. The Demon Deacons getting the winner in 86th minutes. That will certainly keep Syracuse and SMU alerted in terms of the ACC standings. Cal, a team that just is playing well, just haven't been able to get that landmark win. That makes things a bit more interesting for the ACC tournament. Michael Aqua, Iridim Barbazi, Wig. Ugandan will go all the way back to his goalkeeper. And for all the possession that SMU had over the last 15 minutes, can Syracuse nick one right at the end of the first half? Both teams very patient.
I would say deliberate. That's been the name of the game in possession. Playing defeat, not forcing a pass, and it's worked well for the build-up on both sides.
Zambrano does well to get away from Brunet. He's brought down. Referee says no foul. Here come SMU. The ball for Sagamoni, and can he keep it in play? No, he can't. If that was a little closer to him, he was in behind.
Sagamonian off to the races, and again, that ball between the back line of Syracuse, very dangerous. Something I'm sure they'll talk about at halftime of how to close those gaps and communicate effectively.
High press from Landon. Darko against Pinozo, but the right back did well, and that was an excellent challenge. Here come SMU. Played into the box, twisting away is Dick. Just dragged it wide, excuse me, that's Luis Flores, but he just drags it wide.
Luis Flores, top of the box, quick turn on his defender and trying to slot it lower corner. Thomas Hutt doing well to cover this, make sure there's nothing there, but it's a dangerous look from SMU and a quick turn from Lopez on the top of the box.
Luis Flores, one of the most decorated players in the history of Oral Roberts' program. Transferred to SMU this season. He set the single season record for goals at ORU with 15 in 2023, had 22 goals in 2 years. Here's Darko! 1-0 Syracuse! Just like that! Syracuse lead number 25 SMU with just 2 minutes left in the first half. Landon Darko with a big moment, his second goal of the season.
Landon Darko coming 1v1, no pressure here. Looks like he megs the goalkeeper Dominguez and just puts it away down the middle. This is a great finish, and what a way to end the first half for Syracuse, really sucking the wind out of this SMU team.
Landon Darko, who had a brutal moment against Penn State, could have won it at the end for the Orange back in August. He then scored in the next game against Yale, and now gets that first goal at home with 2 minutes left in the first half against number 25 SMU.
And you saw the excitement on the faces of his teammates off the bench. What a moment for Syracuse to end off this first half. Really just builds momentum going into the locker room and changes the way you approach the second half in this next 45.
And it happened in a flash.
Appeared to catch SMU off their guard, their back line broken up, not even in the back, unmarked, and he just walked that one in. Martin Dominguez really unable to do anything, came off his line. It's a 1v1, those are tough.
Ivan Iridim Barbazi, who's making his first appearance since Stanford, started the sequence and gets the assist. A big moment for the Ugandan, his first goal contribution for the Orange, and what a moment for Syracuse against number 25 SMU team that's been slowly working their way back to the national notoriety. Back in the top 25 for the first time since the second week of the season. But Syracuse, a team that's been building and building over the last few weeks, it's a big goal. Oh, and that was a little bit close for comfort, you have to say, for Tomas Hart. In the end, comfortable. And Tim Noding was issued a yellow card there for the foul.
A lofted ball like that, Tomas Hutt doing well to read it in the bright lights of the spotlights on the field here. Not wanting to give up any easy opportunity. He comes and just front smothers that. Takes away a bit of time from the clock.
And just about 40 seconds to go. Both teams had their own spells of dominance. SMU, you feel, had that little bit more of it, but it is Syracuse who lead. Can they grab a second before the break? Michael Aqua's touch was heavy, and in the end it was a foul anyway against the Orange. Slade Starnes was the one brought down. That'll be a foul against Noding again, who will have to be a little bit more careful in the second half, being on a yellow card, but the Orange will be more than delighted with that first half performance. Landon Darko scoring 43 minutes into the second half off the bench, his second goal of the season, which is, luckily spoke with us, first Coach McIntyre and Coach Hudson at the end of halftime. We are underway in the second 45. It's a fascinating insight always when we get to talk to both coaches. But the task is certainly steeper for SMU than it is for Syracuse. But for the Orange, they're looking for a first ranked win since last season against number 3 Pitt. And Syracuse, you can't forget, led Stanford, who were number 8 at the time, with 14 minutes left and failed to even get a draw, lost 3-2. But SMU are a team that are vigilant and know how to fight back. That will be a foul against Syracuse. This is the first time Syracuse has led a ranked opponent at halftime this season. And Syracuse have put themselves in a perfect position. They withstood the pressure, and Landon Darko came up with such a big moment.
The task of this second half will be game management. Can they see out a full 90 and not let up?
Syracuse will have to deal with this set piece. Towards the penalty area, it drops for Flores. Comes all the way back out to Brunet, and referee calls handball against the Canadian.
This free kick effectively a corner pinball around the box. Sagamonian attempting a shot, but too many players in front of him. The ball ricochets out.
Sagamonian did score a goal fairly similarly against Cal last week off of the rebound of his own shot. Syracuse did well to defend it this time. Starnes, as ever, wins the header. Flores. Ullman, Fortier wins the foul. Alex Salvo, a little too aggressive in the aerial duel. And Christian Fortier, who came into the season and walked onto campus with a boot after playing summer soccer for Alliance United in Canada's League One, and has had to work his way back to full fitness, and is such a key contributor for Syracuse in midfield. And the depth slowly but surely getting better for Syracuse. Coach Mack said that I think we've got the best depth that we've ever had in recent years, probably since our national championship team in 2022.
High praise for Coach Mack on that one, and you need depth coming late into the season when injuries kind of build up and legs are tired. Both teams actually coming off this week with no games, as SMU's game midweek was canceled, so fresher legs on both sides.
And that was something that Coach Hudson said. We weren't exactly disappointed that we we had to play one less game. We always want to play, but it gave us that few days extra to prepare for tonight. Sagamonian controls Flores. 48 got in front and won it. Landsberg with the header. That one ricochets against Salvo, and that will be a throw-in for the Orange. Brunet hit that against his own teammate. Christian Fortier, the Toronto native. One of many to come from the esteemed Toronto FC Academy for the Syracuse Orange. Mensa Jr., the one penalized. Both teams committing fouls here and there in the start of the second half. Brodaric wins the header. With Sagamonian. Sliding effort from Brodaric was clean. Well, Mensa Jr. lost his footing. Now Mitchell. Brunet. Scorsia. Here's Mitchell. He's got options in the center. Mitchell coming in, and the slide challenge from Brodaric was crucial. And he forces the corner.
It's a heavy touch from Mitchell that allows the Syracuse defenders to get back, and a good sliding tackle from Brodaric just to clear that one out.
Tim Brodaric played in every single game this season so far. He's also started every single one for the Orange. Has been key in the back line. Brunet's looping cross. Starnes is there. Oh, and on the inside the 6-yard area. The header from Sagamonian. Maybe realized he had a bit more time than he realized.
Ball headed back across the goal, bounces off the ground, and just lofted up and over the crossbar. Like you said, he had more time, could have taken a look, angled his head down and into the corner as opposed to popping up over the left side.
First big opportunity of the second half for the Mustangs. Landon Pimento gets away from Sakil Ming. But up against Nathan Scott. It was the Syracuse midfielder who won it. Oh, Slade Starnes. Oh, he's down and he might be hurt. Here's Darko. Starnes is back to his feet. Well, Dominguez does very well to skip away from the onrushing Darko. Nate Scott sent away by Salvo. Holman loops it up towards Darko and Starnes. And there will be a foul against Landon Darko.
Landon Darko pressuring Martin Dominguez, really putting him under. Dominguez doing well to keep the ball at his feet, but a tricky situation on the back line. Never a ball you want to mess around with.
Martin Dominguez there had to get that right and did ever so well. Yeah, his head coach said that he has a big personality. He has that showmanship about him that just breeds confidence for the rest of the team. And since coming back from injury has been excellent in between the sticks. It was offside against SMU. Our referee, Kevin Mora, had a bit of a conversation there, it looked like, with the SMU coaching staff. And Thomas Hart will be disappointed with that long ball over the top. Another foul against Syracuse, and there was a yellow card that was issued to the SMU bench.
Interesting to issue a card to a bench. Not something you see all the time. Maybe some comments being flung around on the sideline.
Zambrano wins the free kick.
You can feel the energy picking up here in SU Soccer Stadium on both sides. Words being passed along from players on both teams. Tension certainly rising in this second half.
Well, Syracuse have committed more fouls than anybody in the ACC this season at 146. And funnily enough, Syracuse committed the most fouls in the ACC last season as well. It's a physical team that Coach McIntyre puts out there, and they play with their hearts on their sleeves every time. Mensa Jr. this time penalized in midfield.
Sagamonian and Mensa Jr. going at it, arm in arm, lockstep there. Really could have gone either way, but an SMU ball at midfield.
Landsberg. It's Corsia. Oh, looked to lay it off. And Brune was rushing into the penalty area, just couldn't pick it up. Zambrano gives it away. Pimentel goes down. Shouts for the penalty. The referee says no. And we will play on. The referee does have the option to go to video review. Does decide against it this time, and now Syracuse have a free kick on the near side. Holman is the one challenged. Luis Flores, the guilty party this time. I'm trying to figure out more ways to say that someone's been fouled, Maggie.
I know, I need a thesaurus up here. That ball with Pimentel in the box, though, he does well to beat around the Syracuse defenders, just taking small touches, playing it around, but eventually brought down, it appears, but no foul called by the referee.
Syracuse haven't had much of the ball to start this second half in the opening 10 minutes. And the Orange make the most of it. Fortier. And Ming looked to dummy it to Zambrano, and Clanton Pimentel forced it out of play. It'll be the third corner of the night for the Orange. And Syracuse looks to make the most of this possession. As Mensa Jr. has taken all the corners so far for the Orange. And transferred from Xavier, where he spent 3 seasons, made 52 appearances in the Big East. He was third team All Big East last year. What can he provide from the corner? That's swooping to the back post. Dominguez had to be alert. And in the end, it came off a Syracuse head last.
This ball played into the middle of the 6. Milton Dominguez looking to get a hand on it, but unable to. Syracuse header, and that's up for a goal kick.
It did look as if it came off of Dominguez's fist last, possibly. But it's so congested inside that 6-yard box on these set pieces for both teams.
So many bodies in the box, really throwing them back there, have numbers in. It's hard to tell who had the last say.
Budaric, Fortier, carries from midfield. Zambrano, lovely ball to Darko. Great challenge from Enzo Panozo. Fourth corner of the night for the Orange.
Landon Darko receiving this ball, top of the box, takes a touch into the right side, and Panoso cuts him off, doing well to cut down that angle and deny the shot.
And Zambrano is one of the best at finding that through ball. And him starting the second half. What can he do from midfield for the Orange? Mensa Jr. with his fourth corner of the night. Causes chaos on the one moments ago. What can he do here? Mensah Jr. looping. Dominguez with the punch. Zambrano with the header back into danger. And cleared away. It will be a throw on the far side for Syracuse.
The second balls are critical on both ends of the field. Dominguez with a punch out to the top of the 6. Doing well to read that, but Syracuse popping it back in, unable to find feet. Cleared away by SMU defenders.
SMU can clear their lines. Here comes Flores. Zagamoni sprinting ahead. Landsberg looked for the touch. Didn't get it, unfortunately, for the Mustangs. And that quick transition will just end up in a Syracuse throw on the far side. And 6 shots each so far tonight for Syracuse and SMU. It's that close, it's that even.
It's really anyone's game at this point, and it will be back and forth, I predict, for the next second half here.
Over the top by Pinozo. Da Costa, pressure by Escorsia. Da Costa forced to clear. That gets in between Clanton Pimentel and Ming. Scott. Fortier, the diagonal ball was a little heavy for Omese.
I think Syracuse assumed that ball would roll out of bounds faster than it did, left with a tricky situation, and they're able to build their way out of it, but it's a slow roller there that makes it hard.
SMU withstand the press. Pinozo fouled by Zambrano. And Carlos not happy with the decision.
Zambrano just unable to hold his feet, throws his shoulder into the SMU defender. That's a foul there. Needs to be a little slower on his build-up, break his feet down, and lower his center of gravity so he's not running into the ball.
Pinozo skips away from pressure. Alex Salvo will switch. Here's Landsberg. Brunet, Salvo. Escorsia. Clanton Pimentel. Here's Landsberg.
Can you help Fortier out?
Mitchell. Jalen Mitchell. Well defended by Fortier, and Mitchell does well to keep it in. That's a hurdle jump over the advertising board. Landsberg. Look to play Flores in behind. Radaric will win it. Fortier. Da Costa and lose out this time.
This possession here is when SMU is at their best. Small passes, getting the field wide, switching the ball, making Syracuse run. This wears down a team, and if Syracuse can keep them to one side, that's definitely the better move, but SMU doing well to swing the ball across the field and build in from their defenders all the way up to the offense.
About 17 minutes into the second half. Maggie, do you think we'll see a few substitutions shortly from either team?
Hard to predict, I would say so. Both teams with deep benches, and like we mentioned in the first half, both looking to get in fresh legs and a new spark of energy. We saw what happened when Rodriguez was brought in last game, that goal against Boston College from Syracuse, so super subs all the way.
A super sub in this game already. Landon Darko came in off the bench, played the last 10 minutes or so in the first half for Syracuse and scored the goal that has the Orange ahead at this stage. SMU would very much like to change that. Zagamonian against Bedaric. That will be a throw-in on the far side, right by the corner flag. See if we'll have another long throw. And it does look like Enzo Pinozo is making his way over to the left-hand side. And Tim Bedaric will get himself and his Syracuse team ready, because these are dangerous from Enzo Pinozo.
You can see his long run-up needed. This is effectively a corner kick if he can get the distance on it.
In it comes from Pinozo. Bedaric heads it away. Salvo on the volley. Oh, and it drops to Pimentel. Mitchell. Clanton Pimentel loses out. And Syracuse can force the throw in on the near side. Ryan Clanton Pimentel look to take the throw. And a little bit of a dummy there as Clanton Pimentel waited for Pinozo to make his way to the opposing sideline. Now Pinozo back in his natural right side. He decides to go short this time. Landsberg, that's looping over the top, and Thomas Hart had to get it right. Slade Starnes was waiting.
Landsberg with a left-footed cross, essentially, right up top. Tomas Hutt doing well there, caught by the SMU attacker. Dangerous ball into the penalty spot.
Well, that is a professional, though, from Slade Starnes. Wanted to make sure that Hutt wasn't brought down. Oh! That is sensational! Carlos Zambrano with an unbelievable goal. Syracuse double the lead in spectacular style. Carlos Zambrano catches Martin Dominguez off his line. And incredibly, Syracuse up 2-0.
This volley just catching the entire SMU team and Martin Dominguez off guard. What a ball by Zambrano. No touch needed, just a one-timer to get it going. And a rocket of a shot. Martin Dominguez off his line, unable to tip that forward. You can see the looks of shock from the Syracuse teammates. What a second goal for the Orange.
And for the second time tonight, practically out of nowhere, Syracuse make SMU pay. Carlos Zambrano had a hat trick against Colgate, which included a goal from the corner kick, an Olympico. Well, I'm not sure what Carlos eats in the morning, but it's something for the spectacular.
My goodness, what a shot from Zambrano, and just injecting the Syracuse team with so much energy for this second 20 minutes.
Can Syracuse make it 3? Omese! The confidence is brewing for the Orange.
Omese well outside the 18. Takes a touch in, trying to put this one back left corner. Martin Dominguez trying to follow it. Ball trickles out. But a good look by Syracuse and quick off the last goal. Syracuse highly energetic coming off that goal. And you can tell by their offensive movement.
With 25:44 remaining.
Over the top, Rodriguez could be in, he's brought down. The referee says the ball was too far ahead of him.
Rodriguez sandwiched between two SMU defenders, and it's a no call from the referee. We've seen that now on both sides of the ball. The referee just saying play on.
Syracuse have just about 24 minutes and if they can hold on, it will be a first ranked win since November of 2024. And they beat number 3 Pitt here at the end of the regular season.
2-0 is a dangerous score, and this second 20 minutes will be all about game management for Syracuse. Can they find one more goal to seal the deal? Can they stave off this SMU attack?
Syracuse can take their time on these throw-ins now. They will look to milk as much of the clock as possible. The first 5 games of this season for Syracuse, you really wouldn't expect this Orange team to be making a run in the ACC. It wasn't the easiest first few games of the season. Loss to UConn, loss to Duquesne, and then drawing to new Division I team, New Haven. And Syracuse were written off even before ACC play began, and playing number 8 Stanford in the first ACC game of the season. We're up 2-1 with 14 minutes left. But the Orange couldn't hold on. 2 late goals from the Cardinal meant that Syracuse came away from that one empty-handed. Following that, they lost to Duke. The 2 wins on the bounce since in the ACC, and a non-conference win against Colgate has really changed the fortunes of this Syracuse program in 2025. And the opportunity right in front of them to really put the rest of the nation on notice. Syracuse have 22 minutes left
Number 19,
to hold on.
Number 20, Emmanuel return for Southern Methodist.
A few substitutions as well for SMU in that time. Emmanuel has come back into the game.
Start to go, Bryson! Bryson, can you switch with him? Stay with your man!
Landon Hickam as well has entered the fray.
Stay with your man!
Excuse me, Milton Lopez.
Can you win it?
Mitchell loses out.
Mukisa Emmanuel, a strategic substitution. He's second on the team in goals and very quick. Someone you want on the attack when
Watch the
down
runs
2
in
goals.
behind you, Garrett. You've got to get a little bit of pressure on now. Go on, Nate. You can get the come across, Bryce. Win it. Win it. Come on!
Salvo gets it away from Ming. Beautiful switch to Mitchell. Here is Mitchell. Onto the right foot, cleared away by DaCosta.
Watch the big ball.
Go get it, Millie. Go get it. Go lower.
And the Syracuse defense has been so strong all night long, but they have been also all season. It was the offense that struggled in the first few games of the season. Zambrano gets away from Panozzo. Zambrano, he's got Rodriguez in the middle. Zambrano is dragged down. It'll be a corner kick. The hustle from Carlos Zambrano paying off for the Orange.
Zambrano looking surprised that that goal wasn't on him, and Panozzo doing well to get back in a battle on the end line between these 2 players. You can see they're both amped up. Zambrano asking for some hype from his teammates on the sideline.
Fifth corner of the night for the Orange. And Mensah Jr. in no particular hurry, but his service in the second half has been really positive. Here is the cross to the near post this time. Mitchell was there first. Nate Scott lashed at it. It'll end up being a throw-in on the far side.
That ball looks like it came off the right side of Nate Scott's foot. Would have preferred a laces line drive into the goal, but comes off the right side, goes out for a throw-in.
You can help Junior. Here he Secure me! Secure!
Darko goes back to his goalkeeper, and Tomas Hutt will send it as far away as he can. Flicked on by Fortier. Here's Zambrano. Omese. Ming on the diagonal switch. Rodriguez. Fortier dragged down. The referee says no foul. Here's Brunet. Landsberg. Over the top is Milton Lopez, and the flag does go up. And Syracuse women's soccer got it done against Miami down in South Florida. Mia Klammer with the winning goal in the second half. Syracuse get that first ACC win since 2022. A huge accomplishment for Syracuse women's soccer, something that they waited on for so long, Maggie. Great performance for Coach Nikki Adams.
Such a big win, and what a goal for senior Mia Klammer as she closes out her season here at Syracuse.
Like you saw there, first ACC win since 2022, which was against Miami then. And Nikki Thrasher Adams was very frustrated after the defeat against Clemson last week. It was a game where Clemson scored with 6 seconds to go. What a great way to go into the final 2 weeks of the women's soccer season. A win for Syracuse men's soccer tonight would be just as important, if not more, in the grand context of the ACC tournament and NCAA tournament. Macy battles against Landsberg. Scott, Fortier. Pinozo couldn't get the right contact for the clearance. Nathan Scott. DaCosta. Nathan Scott. Scott looks to cross it in and didn't wrap his foot around it enough. Good defending from Brunet this time. There'll be a substitution for SMU. Coming into the game is Matthias Dick. Comes in for Ryan Clanton-Pimentel. And the German making his 8th substitute appearance of the season. He came in the first half as well. Transferred from Sacred Heart, where he spent the last 3 seasons. 3rd team All-NEC as a defender last year. He also went 3 for 3 from the penalty spot for Sacred Heart last year.
Okay, Kelvin, no feet. Help Kelvin out, no feet.
Be a free kick for SMU on the near side.
Watch just behind you, just cheat the feet. Cheat, stop there. Come across, Carlo. Come in there, no feet, cheat. Stop there, Dave. Face the game.
Headed away by Mensah Jr.
Help us out, your feet.
Brunet. Looks like Matthias Dick has gone to that left-hand side, and Jalen Mitchell has come to the right-hand side. That will be a foul and a yellow card issued to Chimere Omese, the 2nd yellow card of the night for the Orange. First was to Tim Noding in the first half.
Chimere Omese all over SMU, just coming in, tackle from the back. You can't do that. You can't come in that hard, studs up. If it's a tackle from the side, that's clean, but anything coming from the back, studs up, absolutely not allowed. So a yellow card is issued to him.
Just under 16 to go from SU Soccer Stadium. Syracuse hold a 2-goal advantage over number 25 SMU. Charles-Emile Brunet stands over the free kick, loops it towards the penalty area. Headed away by Sakil Ming. Landsberg, now Mitchell. Mitchell, his pass nearly intercepted. Alex Salvo does well to keep it away from Rodriguez. Alex Salvo. Miscommunication from the Orange. Pinozo. Escorcia sliding. Here's Brunet. Now Dick. Hits cross, Slade stance. It comes back out from Mitchell, and it will be a free kick for Syracuse. Tim Brodaric collides with Slade Stans.
SMU moving this ball around the box, being patient, and then a service in. Slade starts coming up, and just, it appears they hit heads around the PK spot.
And the referee, whenever there is a collision of heads, is required to stop the play immediately.
Go on. Good number 19, okay? Man 19. Yeah.
Shaquille!
12 for 24.
Shaquille.
Go ahead. Go.
You gotta tell Junior.
12 in for 24.
Number 12, Gavin Wigg coming in for Sakil Ming.
Sakil Ming was a player that we expected to really play a big part this season, has just struggled to get going for the Orange and has been relegated to the bench more and more. Started the first 5 games of the season, but has only started 1 since. Just the 1 assist for him on the year after a very promising freshman year for the Bermudan International.
1 centre back, stay. 1
Gavin Wing, though, is a defensive change. An extra defender in there. Slade Starnes is pleading for his team to get open.
And the Syracuse bench, they're complaining he took long on the ball.
Now Brunet. Syracuse maintain their shape. 14 to go. You feel that SMU, if they are to get back into this game, they need to score soon. And they're not going to give away fouls like that. But that's Landsberg this time with the tackle.
Physicality coming out more and more as the game progresses. Both players, both teams feeling frustration here as the game wanes on. But not a time for cheap fouls.
As the clock continues to tick. Darge sends it long. Macy was up there for it. Dominguez will come out. He wants to play quickly. Does so. As a junior look to take the touch. And Garrett Holman looks to scissor kick it. Miscommunication there. You could hear Coach McIntyre from the bench. Foul against Mensah Jr. against Mitchell.
Both teams sensing the importance of this game and this final score.
Come on, Bryson, Hamill. Come on, Bryson, don't foul. And go forward, well done. Get that.
The step in from Gavin Wigg.
Tomas Hutt to take his time here with this offside kick, sending his team up and out as he looks to put this as far away from the Syracuse box as he can.
Down towards the corner flag. Can Zambrano keep it in? He does, but no orange shirt near the penalty area. SMU can come the other way quickly down the left-hand side. Over the top, Emmanuel is the intended target. Brodaric heads it out of play. Nearly did, actually. Landsberg did ever so well to keep it in. This will, as it stands, this will be a huge result for Syracuse when it comes to RPI. SMU are 13th going into tonight. Syracuse just 64th. And that could be massive in a few weeks' time with the NCAA tournament. Of course, the ACC has the automatic bid for the regular season champion and tournament champion. This will be a yellow card for Carlos Zambrano.
Not sure that's yellow card worthy. It doesn't appear that he is really so physical that it's warranted of a yellow card, but nonetheless, SMU with a free kick at the top of the box, and it'll trickle out for a Tomas Hutt goal kick.
It was taken quickly by the Mustangs. Playing with a little bit more desperation. The time is certainly not their friend at the moment. And the long flight back to Dallas at the moment for the Mustangs. It's the first time they've played in New York as a program. It's the first time Syracuse has ever played a team from Texas. SMU has played a few New York teams in the past, including Cornell and Army.
That appears to be the third or fourth off-ball foul where there's no ball in the field of play where the player is dropped, but an SMU free kick.
Deflected off of DaCosta. Fortier plays it long. Slade Starnes has lost control of his captain's armband. He'll look to put it back on. The Syracuse crowd gets into it. Pinozo away from Rodriguez. Still Enzo Pinozo. Now Jalen Mitchell. He gets the cross in. Headed away by Wig. Mitchell does well to get away from Rodriguez. Here's Jalen Mitchell. He's got Pinozo to his right. Mitchell. Emmanuel's header. Just a little bit above him on that occasion. And another chance goes amiss for the Mustangs.
Syracuse doing well to stay organized and on their toes in the back line, not letting up any headers that are too dangerous. Tomas Hutt following that one out. But Syracuse really staying man-to-man in the box at this moment. It's a 2-0 score, not trying to give up anything in the 6-yard box.
Nate Scott flicks it over the top. Salvo gives it right back to Mensah Jr. Zambrano, nice one too with Mensah Jr. Mensah Jr. still took too long. Zambrano on the roulette. He's won it back. Nathan Scott, touch away from Escorzia. DaCosta, 1-2 with Rodriguez. The Orange lose out. DaCosta can't get the touch from Lopez. Gavin Wig, assertive. 4 subs getting ready for the Orange.
And what a good look from Syracuse. Mensah Jr. taking a bit too long on the ball and losing it to number 2, Landsberg, in the back. Being a little more decisive up top, he could have had a shot off.
Jonah Leibold, Bright Tornucci, Michael Aqua coming in for the final 8 minutes for the Orange. Fresh legs. And Yuka Masson with a big hug to Carlos Zambrano.
Coach McIntyre opening up his bench to hold out this 2-0 standing as it plays out.
Bryson, my fault.
The clock will stop. Syracuse might have too many players on at the moment.
Kelvin, in there, yes?
And they did. Syracuse had 12 men on.
Pinching, Jonah, the
Bryson
ball's
Rodriguez
there.
was intended to come off initially, and we've had 10 seconds added to the clock.
Come on, lads, come on. Midfield, stay. You got to.
This is most likely going to be a drop ball, and it is. And Brunet can get SMU back underway. Just over 8 minutes to claw back a 2-goal deficit. Landon Darko scored for Syracuse in the 43rd minute. Zambrano scored an unbelievable goal from 30 yards to make it 2-0 in the second. Can SMU respond? Cross to the back post, the header! Oh, and it's nearly there! just inches wide from Mukita Emmanuel.
The best look SMU has seen all half, and this ball almost into the bottom corner. Syracuse defenders frustrated that they weren't there on time. A little bit of ball watching, it appears. Tomas Hutt no doubt breathing a sigh of relief on that lack of a shot.
Syracuse can taste it. After being so close to beating number 8 Stanford, they are relishing this, but they have to hold on for 7 more minutes. Mitchell gets away from Leibold, but not away from Mensah Jr. Those two going at it, cleared away by Leibold. One of 2 players left from the 2022 National Championship team. The other is also on the pitch, Gavin Wigg. Those two critical to end the second half. What a ball in behind. Sent away, it will be a corner. The ball from Mitchell was exquisite. And Brodaric again coming to the rescue.
Ball lofted in, tricky situation. You can see Tomas Hutt coming off his line, but Landon Darko able to play that one out for a SMU goal kick, the second they've had all game.
Escorzia plays it short. Head away by Brodaric, and it looked as if Enzo Pinozo dragged his foot, excuse me, onto Brodaric.
Orange, come here.
See what happened there. It was a good service, but it's about what happened after.
Brodaric with the diving header takes the ground, and then, yeah, it appears Pinozo kicks the back of his head, potentially. It's hard to tell. You can't see where his foot goes. It goes to VAR.
Well, it's the question of whether it was accidental. And in all honesty, I think it looked a little touch and go, because was there intent? That will be the question on Kevin Moore's mind, our referee at the monitor.
Brodaric kind of rolling around on the ground. Pinozo potentially not looking down at his feet where he's going. That's a hard call for referee. It appears his knee clips the back of Brodaric's neck as he steps over him. If
you see the aftermath as well, he did kick up his feet a bit. Was that natural, I think, is the question. I mean, with 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go, I mean, because we are looking at serious foul play, it would have to be a red card if a decision is made. Here's the decision.
There's no red card.
No,
so
okay.
where's that restart? It's not here, it's right there.
Yeah.
No red card is the decision.
I'm saying I'm not kidding you.
I know. No, we start. Restarts here. No, it comes out here. It comes out here.
And Kevin Hudson making sure that his team have possession. It will be a drop ball. 6:09 to go. Brodaric is forced to come off momentarily. Actually, the substitution will be permanent. Santiago Frias makes his 5th substitute appearance. Has only played 17 minutes for Syracuse this season. 6'6" in frame, transfer from UAlbany. He will play the final 6 minutes, at least for the time being.
Santiago Frias.
Coach McIntyre eager to get Brodaric out there. Here's Milton. Lopez loses out. Aqua clears. They're calling for a deflection and win the throw. And the cameo will be short for Frias, no more than 14 seconds or so. But that is the rule. If it is a head injury, then you're allowed to bring in a player to make sure it's a full 11. And then once the other player is cleared to play, cleared to return, you come back into the game.
Martin Dominguez restarting the attack with pace, urging his defenders to get forward.
Junior, helping out. Come on, Ivan. Keep your shape.
If SMU want to get anything from this, it has to be soon. 5.5 to go.
Come across. Michael, come across.
Penozo, Mitchell gets away from Mensah Jr. He has Emmanuel in behind. Holman stands strong. Emmanuel wins it from him. Ricochets against Mensah Jr. Escorcia.
Stop the ball. Keep your
Here's
shape.
Brunet. Switch to Matthias Dick.
Jonah, pinch in.
Looks to play it in behind. No SMU shirt can get on the end of it. Tom Assert will gladly take his time. Under 5 to go.
You can hear Syracuse head coach McIntyre on the sideline telling his team to hold their shape, hold their feet. When the ball's being passed around their defensive third, making sure they're marking and not diving in is critical.
Lovely touch from Leibold. Looks to get away from Starnes, does so. Salvo does ever so well to recover. Now Mitchell. Thought about going forward, decides to play it to Brunet. Now Brunet still. Escorcia.
Tighter. Slide. Slide, Jonah.
Here's Brunet.
Slide, Ivan. Stay. Bright, you do the ball. Bright.
Penozo.
Keep your shape. Drop off, Jonah.
Mitchell.
Good boy.
Gets away from Mensah Jr. The options in the center. Still Jalen Mitchell. Salvo. Cleared away. Touch away by Aqua. He's waiting for the contact. Gets it. Syracuse free kick.
Syracuse breathing a sigh of relief for weathering that storm that SMU just threw at them. SMU moving the ball around the attack very dynamically, looking dangerous, but ultimately Syracuse able to clear it out and taking their time here on this free kick, really setting the team up.
Referee stops the clock. It's the benefit of counting down from 45 instead of counting up. Referee has the discretion to eliminate time wasting. Free kick, Syracuse.
Brunet with a slight shirt tug, it appears.
Keep it. Junior, you don't need to be on it.
And Bombazi taking the ground. And a free kick for Syracuse. In a decent position on the field. This ball played quickly.
3 minutes to go. Aqua looks to drive into the penalty area. Loses out to Landsberg. SMU have to break quickly. Lopez looks to spin away, but Syracuse win it. Right, up against Right Nucci up against Salvo. Free kick SMU. Brunet, he's got space ahead of him. 2:20 to go.
Michael, pinch in.
Escorcia
Michael, slide, come on, Kel.
against DaCosta. Deflected out of play, Syracuse through! And after the fact, Kelvin DaCosta receives a yellow. He got excited and a little bit of a taunt against Escorcia.
Kelvin DaCosta double teamed here with Syracuse and then just yelling, showing his excitement, and then a chest bump there. That's what that call was for. The physical contact after the play, that's a no-go, and the yellow card is issued to him.
If that's any indication of what this could mean for Syracuse, just over 2 minutes. From a first-ranked win since November of last year. 2024 was an overall disappointment for Syracuse. A loss in the first round of the ACC tournament. It's the first time Syracuse were outside the top 10 in the ACC in Coach McIntyre's tenure.
Right, come in here. Shape. Shape, no for you.
But as it stands, Syracuse would be 5th in the ACC. SMU would drop down to 8th, unless in the final 90 seconds here, SMU can pull off a miracle. Pinozo, that one loops to the back post. Lopez looks to play it back across goal. And an almighty of a shove on Omese there. Will end up being a yellow card to Milton Lopez. And this is we were talking about physicality. Well, what is this?
This is just an extended elbow shoved to the side, and he went flying. This is rightfully so a yellow card. That's a violent shove, and then a little bit of taunting there after the fact on Milton Lopez.
Syracuse have to hold on for just a minute 16. Emmanuel's long throw, Salvo with the header, gets it back across goal. Syracuse clear. Landsberg launches back into the Syracuse penalty area with Darich with the header. 1 minute to go. Libo clears Syracuse's lines. Here's Matthias Dick. He has to launch it forward. Hutt comes out and collects.
Tomas Hutt with the most crucial save he has made all night, coming up and over traffic to hold on to that ball, securing this game at the very end for Syracuse.
30 seconds to go. Syracuse in the first 8 games of the season, 2 wins, 4 losses, 2 draws. Some of those losses included to Duquesne and UConn. Most of the ACC wrote Syracuse off. You can't write them off anymore. Syracuse make it 4 wins from 4 and upset number 25 SMU by 2 goals to 0.